Yo, it's your girl Neveah. I need you guys to subscribe to heritagehiphop.com ASAP. Follow them on YouTube, follow them on Spotify. Get your music down. Don't download it, purchase it. Support. Follow them ASAP. They are the best. Get at them.
Peace and blessings, everybody. Welcome back to Heritage Hip Hop. And I love doing podcasts, but I get very excited when I get to meet artists, especially artists that not only claim their sound, but are very lively and live their truth in their music. Please introduce yourself to the people.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Neveah, aka Queen Veya, residing from Bayonne, New Jersey. That's me.
You are very special.
I appreciate that.
And I gotta tell you, a breath of fresh air was very needed in hip hop, and I'm glad that you gave it to us. Let's start from the beginning, which is not why you do music. The beginning is this. Your voice is different because your voice is clear, strong, and it's an instrument at the same time. When did you find your voice, and how did you know you're going to use it for hip hop?
So I found my voice back when I started singing, when I did theater. Since 5 years old, I grew up in a theater background, did musical theater all my life, majored in it in college, and just seeing my uncle's shows, he's a Broadway star, and just going to his shows and just seeing him, I just got instantly inspired, and I said, I need to do this, I need to do music. I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I knew I needed to do music. So since 5, I was singing. And then I just always listened to hip hop, you know, throughout the years growing up. You know, my older brother, he was a big Bad Boy fan, listened to Biggie all the time. And then I just found Tupac. I watched Baby Boy one day and like saw the movie, saw that big painting on the wall, and I was like, who's that? I was like 13 years old. And I looked him up and fell in love ever since. So I'm a huge Tupac fan. And then I just kind of like intertwined. I said, I got to get back. You know what I'm saying? Got to get back.
What's dope about what you said was you found the music culture of hip hop, but hip hop was already inside of you because when you got exposed to something, it brought something out of you. What does it feel to out the thing that's inside of you, though?
I guess it's more so being able just to be free in my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Just like I feel like everybody's. I'm gonna take because I did break a leg constructive criticism one time, and they were like, you know, people do a lot of cookie cutter shit, you know what I mean, if I could curse, excuse my language, but it's a lot of cookie cutter stuff, and people are just very, you know, started to be very boundary like with their lyrics. And for me, I write whatever I feel. Like if I'm going through something, I'm writing it and I'm free. I don't feel like I need to be like, all right, let me take this back because people not gonna like it. You gotta apply that pressure, otherwise you're just not gonna make it.
Shout out to Break a Leg, because that's family right there. Cosign and Carvo, you know what I mean? And what I like about their platform is they look at it from an artist perspective.
Right.
I don't. I'm not an artist. I'm one of those people who actually live the culture because I was birthed from the culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's take it back a little bit, because I want to focus on you on this level. 5 years old is the beginning stages of life. You ever learn the stages of life? So 0 to 5 is your beginning, 5 to 10 is your understanding, because now the world is bigger than just you.
Right.
And 10 to 15, you want to know your place. 15 to 20, how do you fit into that place?
Right.
20 to 25, now you got to own a place. And 25 to 30 is like, now this is mine, and 30 on for the rest of your life is you fortifying who you are and owning it, right? So at 5, it's like in the beginning stages, music was born with you. How was music with you? And how did music groom you as you got ready for the studio?
Well, having, you know, going to college and majoring in theater, you know, you do a lot of music theory, you do ear training, you learn the foundation of you know, vocal training and things like that. So I already had that in the back of my mind, like, all right, I could kind of get around in the studio because I already have this training just by doing like theory. You know, that's one thing that I feel like a lot of artists, they don't know how important it is to know your music theory. Like in terms of rhythm and writing your flows and stuff like that, you have to know that. So I feel like going to school and really, you know, making music my thing in school, I learned all of that. So when I went to the studio, Of course, you have your nerves and stuff like that, but I'm very like, I'm a people person. I like to be out in the crowd and perform, and I don't get stage fright like that. I'm just like very here in your face. So I knew I already had that just from, you know, going to college and doing stuff in high school, doing stuff when I was younger. So I just kind of just grew that and crafted it into, you know, being an adult.
But part of that also is what you said about study is practice.
Absolutely.
Now, if you study theater in school, you have to take improv. And improv is one of the easiest yet hardest things in the world.
Very true.
Because you have to get in the moment that
right
quick.
there. Yep.
And that's exactly what the stage is.
Facts.
So how did improv help you with your music?
It definitely, it allowed me to learn how to be quick on my feet. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things happen, your mic might go out, you might slip on your lyric, you know, but doing that kind of crafted me into learning the process of just keep going. Like, if you mess up, you keep going, you know what I mean? And just getting used to being in front of people. And like, when you take improv, like, I don't know if y'all ever took improv, but if you did it, you know what I'm saying, it's really like you just acting like a complete idiot. Like, you just being yourself, but just doing whatever you can to get the point across without talking. You know, that's what improv is. It's like movement. It's like, I'm going to go brush my teeth and you have to see, you know what I mean? So it's like taking that and not being afraid to just do whatever to get the point across. That kind of just helped me along the way with that, you know?
So then if the world is a stage, what's your part and how are you owning it?
If the world was my stage.
Well, it is a stage.
It
you
is.
Play your part.
Right.
So what is the part that you play and how do you own it?
The part that I play, number one, it's a one-man show, okay? First and foremost. And I play every part, you know what I mean? I'm behind the scenes, I'm the main attraction, I'm the audience, I'm, you know, stage hands, like I'm all of it, I'm everything. Why? Because everything I'm doing for myself as an artist is solely from me. Everything I put into, from interviews to booking, you know, studio time, everything I do is solely done by me. So when it comes to like, if the world is my stage, shit, I'm damn near everything. I'm the actors, I'm the stage crew, I'm everything. You know what I mean? You got it, and you have to own it. And if you don't feel like you are the main attraction, then you're not going to be. Like, whatever you focus on grows. So you gotta make sure that this is right first so that you could go ahead and mark your footsteps the way that you planned it. You know what I mean? So it's a takeover.
I feel that because you're more intelligent than your music lets on. And I only heard 2 projects, so I don't know that much of you except for what you give. But I can tell from your pronunciation, how you carry your voice,
Right.
your flow, and your speech patterns. You are a very thoughtful young lady.
I appreciate
and
that.
you're very sensual.
Appreciate that.
That's something that I think comes across in not only how you say your lyrics, but even how the vibe is
Right.
caught within your music. Why did you want to go that route and make sure you caught the strong yet feminine side of your personality and attach it to your music instead of playing a part?
I just feel like there's not a lot of female rappers out here that really, you know, understand the craft and understand the foundation of hip hop. Like, you don't have to, you know, talk about your WAP, you know what I'm saying, just to make a hit or get people to listen to you or vibe to you, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about shit that I went through, experiences, good, bad, you know? And I just feel like women in just this industry, they doubt themselves, and it's a dog-eat-dog world. It's a hard industry to get into as a female. But I just feel like the person I am, before I even started doing hip hop or anything, just who I am, when I step into a room, you know who I am. Not saying like, oh, there she goes, but like, I make my presence known. When I step into a room, I'm not timid, I'm not, you know what I mean, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? And with that, you know, I grew into like, you know what, I'm gonna make my mark. You know, it's either you gonna rock with me or you're not. People gonna rock with you because they like you or whatever, and then people not gonna rock with you. That should not make or break you. You still gotta stay focused. Like, so I'm a fitness trainer, right? I post about that all the time, and there's one thing that I tell a lot of my members is like, when you have a horse like racing and he has a harness on, he got that he makes sure that those blind spots aren't being able to see. It's tunnel vision. So you don't care about what's going on to the right, you don't care about what's going on to the left. You will completely focus on where you gotta go straight ahead. You're not distracted. So with that, I brought all of that into Neveah, and I was like, you know what, this is where I'm about to go, and I'm just gonna keep going and going and going nonstop. You know what I mean? So here I am.
I like that you said about being not blinded and being focused, but then you also said that a lot of women come into the industry unsure themselves, which I think is bad on my account, because the most beautiful and attractive thing about a woman is her confidence. And being an artist, you show your confidence because that stage is your world.
Right.
I want to ask you this. In having confidence, not only do you command the stage, but you have presence over yourself. What is that feeling like when you're on the stage and the crowd can do nothing, and I can't even stop looking at you and you're sucked into your music? What is that rejoicing feeling like?
Man, that's what it is. I feel like as an artist, that's where you want to be. That's like the goal. For me, like, people want to be famous and they want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable and everybody to understand me as an artist and respect my music. You know what I'm saying? And in that moment, and I've had plenty of those moments where you just on stage and everybody's just like zone in on you, all eyes on you, nothing else happening, and you just gotta give it. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably the most incredible feeling in the world. Is like, it's one thing to write a song and people like it. You could like shit all day, every day, but it's another for people to like really look at you and understand what your bars are and what you're trying to say. You know what I mean? People could just like the beat, or people could just really rock with what you're saying. And for me, I'm all about lyrics. I'm all about words. You could put on a sick beat and sing, you know, patty cake for the hook like 4 or 5 times, and niggas will really bump that, like, patty cake, You know what I'm saying? I'm not that. I'm all about, I plan. It's like a story. It's like storytelling, right? And that's another thing I feel like is lacking in hip hop, the storytelling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't tell stories anymore. It's just like this and that, and it's like mixed up thoughts, but it's all coming together because the beat is hard. You know what I mean? So, just in that moment, it's indescribable, and that's the end goal for every artist, is to just be in a room where everybody's zoned in on you and they're just completely like ready for what you're about to deliver. You know what I mean? That's super important.